Hi, good afternoon everybody. My name is Fernando and I'm running for Executive Vice President. First of all, thank you so much for all sticking around. And I'm sorry if you thought it was going to be an hour-long meeting, but you know, this is very important, probably one of the most important meetings of the year. So thank you. And some of you may know, it's not the first time I'm running for the position. Last year I ran against two very great competitors, one of whom was successful. And now this was in fact a loss for me. But most importantly, it was a win for SHIP. Now this year, if it means managed to nearly double the number of national conference attendees, you better believe that we're still E-Week champions. We organized several very fun social events. Shout out to the Vine House. And during the second half of the year, this semester, we saw some pretty solid and consistent numbers in member retention. So, I wouldn't want to leave out any of the other e-board members. I thank you all for the hard work that you put into this club. This goes to the general members as well. So after my loss, I had to come up with a plan. And the question was posed, how am I going to win next time? Because I didn't feel fit for any other position, as much as I did for EVP. And to find an answer to this question, it didn't require a lot of thought. It was pretty simple. I had to be active. I had to be an active member in the SHIP. So, I attended the SHIP car wash early on in the year. I was a part of ALEYLF, Science Day. I was a part of other outreach opportunities through SHIP. I was a member of the mentorship program. I was a member of leadership and the fundraising event. I attended the national and regional conferences. I attended almost every single meeting this year. And in case you weren't there, I was last month's mom. Favorite moments for me. Member of the month for those of you that don't know. So to say the least, I've truly gotten the SHIP experience this year. And in doing so, I was able to develop my own perspective of the Executive Vice President. The Executive Vice President is in charge of coordinating the national and regional conferences. I'm trying to get as many people out there as we possibly can. The EVP is also in charge of organizing social events to build dynamic within the club. And he's also in charge of the NRP. And all of these things are strengthened by a single thing, and that's member retention and recruitment. So I believe the EVP's most important task is to bring people to our club and to give them a reason to stay. So how am I going to do that? Well, the answer to that question is also fairly simple. Through constant promotion. I think we need to promote ourselves a lot more year-round. I would specifically like to target the underclassmen community, the freshmen and the sophomore. Catch them young and get them excited. Get them hooked. Yeah, because again, I'm also thinking about the future here. And now, some of you may or may not know, I'm quite fond of the Snapchat application. What most of you don't know is that I'm actually Snapchatting this speech right now, and Eric, you just got the frowny face filter. So, with that being said and done, and this was mentioned earlier, that SHIP needs a Snapchat. I want to be in charge of the SHIP Snapchat. SHIP Snapchat. This is something I really love doing. I'm going to be honest, I really like having an audience. And I want to bring this to the club. No, really. I want to make it fun and informative as well. Now, how am I going to promote it? Which was another question that was posed earlier. Well, during the beginning of each semester, I'd like to attend the largest lecture halls, engineering lecture halls that there are, freshman and sophomore lecture halls. And, I'll give them the spiel about SHIP, why they should join, this and that. And by the end, I want to hand out tons of printouts that have our Snapchat code to get them hooked then and there. And then, leave it in charge of myself and the rest of the e-board to give them a reason to keep watching us. I also think it would be very fun and interesting to create a SHIP video channel. Kind of like people have YouTube channels. We'll have one for SHIP. And this is something that I can work with the webmaster with, and the secretary as well, who's in charge of the newsletter. We all know the newsletters, we don't all read them. But people, it's easy for them to click play on a video, and again, it's just, we gotta make it informative and fun as well. So that's something I also want to experiment with. I'm also, this sounds like a very minute detail, but I'm going to really promote our food a lot more. A lot of us are brought to our club by food, including myself. And I didn't time myself properly, but that's most of my plans. And honestly guys, this is an amazing organization. Like Michael said, one of the best in the engineering department. So, please make me EVP, let's not get comfortable, and let's make ourselves even better.